Okay, yes people, 78th question. So from here it was only companies related questions, right? Okay, Narendra Motors Limited is a government company. Shah Auto Private Limited have share capital of 10 crore in the form of 10 lakh shares of 100 each. Narendra Motor Limited is holding 5 lakh 5,000 shares in Shah Auto Private Limited. Shah Auto Private Limited claimed the status of government company. Advise as a legal advisor whether the Shah Auto Private Limited is government company under the provision of Companies Act 2013. Is it a government company? No. Why?
Subsidiary company. Because it is not holding more than 50.5%.
They are holding 50.5 percentage. Remember, what is the status? Huh?
It is a subsidiary company, but associate company.
Tell me correctly. What is your answer? It is not a government company. It is a subsidiary company. Which one? The Shah Auto Private Limited is a. It is claiming the status of government company. You are saying it is not a government company. It is a subsidiary company. What is your answer? Same only. Same only. Huh? You should hold
51% of the.
We wrote one provision in subsidiary company note. What is that?
Deemed subsidiary. Deemed subsidiary.
Count reto. What are they telling you? This company has how many shares? 10 lakh shares. Out of 10 lakh shares, there is one company called as Narendra Company. This is holding 5 lakh 5,000. Correct? 5.05 is what they are holding. Now, people, what is the definition of subsidiary companies here? If at all a company is holding more than 1/2 of the total voting power, half is 5 lakh. More than 1/2, 5 lakh, one share is equal to also more than 1/2 only. So because of that, the Shah Private Limited becomes subsidiary company of Narendra Limited. Now what is Narendra Limited? Narendra Limited is a government company. Now what is the provision? Remember, a subsidiary company of a government company is a deemed government company. So yes, you will get the status of government company only. As per section 2 clause 87, you are a subsidiary. Hello? I'll be writing two provisions. One is government company and one is subsidiary company. Clear? 245 and 287. So Sharp Auto Private Limited being a subsidiary of Narendra Motors Limited will also be considered as. Clear? Okay, XYZ is a company incorporated under the Companies Act 2013. The paid up share capital of the company is held as on 31st March 2024 in as under Government of India, LIC. We have seen this. We already did yesterday only. Remember, what is the question? For the sake of this, again I am telling you, there is a company XYZ. In this, Government of India is holding 20%. LIC is holding, this is central government. LIC is holding how much? 8%. And who else? The Tamil Nadu government is holding 10%. Rajasthan is holding 10%. ABC Limited, which is owned by government company. ABC Limited, which is owned by government company, they are holding 15%. They are asking you what is the status of XYZ Limited. Now, what is a common mistake people will do? People will add 20 plus 10 plus 10. They will add this also. Remember, the definition of government company is simple. If at all more than 51% of paid up share 51% or more paid up share capital having to voting power, if it is held by central government, state government, center plus state governments, I need to consider it as a government company. So I'll only consider central government. I will add state government. The definition does not tell me to add government company or LIC holding at all. So I will not add 8% or I will not add 15%. Sir, but previous question you said subsidiary company of a government company is deemed to be a subsidiary company. Now tell me, it is not a subsidiary. It is only holding 15%. Nowhere they said you can add 15. That provision is nowhere there. So hence I am ignoring it. Sir, what if instead of this 15, if this is 55? Now yes, XYZ becomes a deemed government company because it is controlled. Clear? Hello? Okay. Stuti Textiles Private Limited is a wholly owned subsidiary of SS Textiles Limited. Whenever you're seeing this subsidiary company, this relationship and all, first to write off. Stuti Textiles is a wholly owned subsidiary of SS Textiles Limited. It has only 5 members and restricts the right to transfer their shares to any person other than a person who is in employment of the company. Some members opposed the decision of the company as they want to invite a group of people to subscribe shares in Stuti Textiles Private Limited. Decide with reference to the provision of Companies Act whether restriction of company to transfer share is correct. Is it correct? Hello?
So if it is a public company, it can be transferred.
Transfer.
Sir, but if yes, sir, it is because restrict means a private company can restrict to transfer, sir. It is mentioned that only 5 members are there.
So it is
That
like
means,
partnership.
7 members are
They're telling, can I restrict my shares from transferring from one person to another person? Is it allowed? Is what they're
You
telling.
have to see what it is private or public company.
No,
Sir, yes, sir, it is a private company.
Huh.
Sir, ಇದು partnership ತರ ಅದೇ
You have to ask. Restriction is what you're saying. See what they're saying. People, according to section 268, private company means a company which restricts the rights to transfer his shares. Correct? They written the point. But according to 271, public company which is subsidiary of a company not being private shall be deemed to be a public company for the purpose of this act. Where such subsidiary company continues to be a private company in the article of association. The shares of public company is freely transferred. In instance case, since Sudhi wholly owned restriction to transfer shares is not correct as it is deemed to be a public company. Thus, the restriction on transfer of shares is incorrect. Hello?
Sir, but in that case, 5 members are there. It's a private company.
In view of the above, the restriction of share transfer by Stuti Textile Private Limited is legally correct, even though it is a subsidiary of a. What is the answer here? What is the answer here? How can it have to? You know what? This is your Jan 2026 exam question. This alternate answer is given by your institute only, not me. You can write both. But people, I am telling you the industry answer. This is the answer. Legally correct. The restriction is correct because no, not like that. What did I tell you? See, people, what is the scenario, people? SS, this Stuti, SS Textiles Limited. This is a public company, limited, public company. This is Stuti Textiles Private Limited. It is a wholly owned subsidiary. So it's a subsidiary company. If you're a subsidiary of a public company, what will be your status? Deemed public company. In public company, can you transfer your shares freely or not? Yes. In a private company, can you transfer or not? No. Now the question is, when you are deemed to be a public company, can you freely transfer the shares or not? You are deemed to be a public company. People, I answered this question also in the class. Remember, people, for the purpose of restrictions, you will still continue to be a private company because in your articles of association, you would have written those 3 points. What are the 3 points? Restriction to right to transferability of shares, limit the number of members to 200, prohibit inviting public. You cannot go for an IPO. According to me, this answer is absolutely incorrect, which the institute has given as alternate answer. 100% incorrect.
First,
First answer. Because now what did I say? They are telling you, because if you are taking the view, the subsidiary of a public company will be deemed to be a public company. Hence, you can freely allow the transferability of shares. Anyone can transfer shares to anyone. If you take that view, now my question is, then can this company go for an IPO? You're saying you can go because it's a deemed public company. Can this private company go for an IPO? Can it go? 100% no. So how can you take that view? You can never take that view. So only answer according to me is this. Even though you are a deemed public company, only for exemptions. You will not enjoy the exemptions like a private company. I told you private company enjoys a lot of exemptions. Like for example, you need not have to prepare cash flow statement.
PL.
Like that, there are so many benefits. That benefits you will not enjoy as a private company. You will be treated as a public company only. Hence, no exemptions. You have to follow all the rules like a public company. Rules.
So the private company is free of exceptions, which is given to the private company as it is deemed to be an
It's deemed to be a public company. So the exceptions that is given to a private company, you will not enjoy. That's the answer. I say 100% valid. I don't even want what the others say. That is the answer.
the restrictions which are to be mandatory given to the private company will be.
You have to follow. I'll tell you one thing, Ada. My question, it's deemed to be a public company, no? Hello? Deemed to be a public company, no? Then why write it as Stuti Textiles Private Limited? Write it as Stuti Limited only, no? Deemed public company. Oh, no. That restriction private. Then if you write it as private, it is a private company for the restrictions. You will have those 3 points in your articles. But yes, for your level, this is a very complicated question. Institute also knows. That's why they have given you both the perceptions. But this is wrong. This is right. Because the question is complicated, in the guideline answer only they have given alternate answer. That means in the exam, whoever has written as yes also would have got marks, no also would have got marks. If you ask me, the purpose is defeated.
Sir, it is mentioned that subsidy of a public company is deemed to be a public company.
Correct. That is what we also discussed. But operationally, you cannot become public company only. Are you getting that point? I hope you guys are understanding. Whatever restriction, private company definition, what is private company definition? First point you would have written, a company which by its articles of association. That means you guys should have written those 3 points in your articles. Hello? Understood? So based on that I am telling you, the restriction of transferability of share is correct. Clear? Hello?
Can you also mention that
No. I hope that is clear. Okay. The paid up capital and turnover of Aradhya Cosmetics Private Limited for financial year 24-25 is 4 crore and 45 crore respectively. What is this? Capital and turnover. Directors of ACPL decided not to follow some provisions as it is a small company according to section 2 clause 85. The company secretary of Pooja Fashions Private Limited contended that ACPL is not a small company as ACPL is holding company. Decide whether ACPL Cosmetic Limited can avail the status of small company according to the provision of Companies Act. Can they? Hello? So people, today this anyways has gone up. This is Jan exam attempt. What is the first thing? See, first thing people, as per the paid up capital and turnover, our books are still not yet amended. Our book says still 4 crore and 40 crore. To be on a safer side, even in your exam, you guys write it as, what is a small company? A company which is having a paid up capital of 4 crore, turnover of not exceeding 40 crore. Amended, now it is 10 crore, 100 crore. Write it, it's okay. Clear? Hello? So in the given case, the paid up capital, let us answer it as per old provision only. Paid up capital is 4 crore. Turnover is 45 crore. As per new provision, it is within the limit. Can they be a small company? Yes or no?
Small company.
They have already helped you completely, people. They have only given in the question. Some companies cannot be called as a small company. Who are they? Public company can never be a small company. Next one. Holding company or a subsidiary company can never be a small company. Next one. Section 8 company. Next one. Statutory company. This is a holding company and hence it can definitely not become a small company. The contention of the company secretary here is correct. Huh?
Holding company.
Holding company, small company definition, you know. Correct. Full. What is written after that? What is small company definition? You have written it as small company or not? How? You have only seen limits. You have not seen the other conditions.
So they have mentioned that holding company.
That is what they are telling. They are telling clearly it's a holding subsidiary. Okay. The paid up share capital of Abhinav Natural Gases is 140 crore. The holdings of central government and Maharashtra government are 40.10 and 30.20 crore respectively. In one tender relating to natural gas, directors of ANGL quoted it as government company. Decide according to the provisions of Companies Act whether ANGL can be tagged as government company. One provision. See the way the questions are asked. Only government company. I gave at least 4 different ways of question being asked. And people say, sir, question paper is difficult. That's why I tell you, the key to pass is the more questions you see. See, one provision is showing you 4 different perspectives. Correct? Tell me, what is the total capital? 140 crore. How much are they holding? Central and Maharashtra together? 70.3. Is it
More than 51%.
more than 51?
No, sir, more than 50.2.
50.214. Shall not be tagged as government company. What is government company? You should be a 51% or more. Clear? People, you know why this provision is given? Subsidiary company and government company, everyone will get confused. Subsidiary company is more than one half. Government company is 51% or more. Remember those numbers. That's where maximum people will go wrong. In the given case, what they are holding together is 70.3. That is less than 51%. Correct? How much is 140 into 51? You guys do, you'll get it. 140 into 51%. How much is it? 140 into
71.4.
71.4. How much you got? 70.3. If you want, if I was a student, I would have written to become a government company, the Abhinav Natural Gases, I don't know who it is. Abhinav Natural Gases, the government should have held at least 71.4 to become or to be called as a government company. In the given case, it being less than 51%, it cannot be tagged as a government company. 2 clause 45. Clear all of you? Yes? And I'm telling you, I can give you even 10 more perspectives on government company. That is the number of questions that can be asked. Remember in exam, names always play a role. Simply they will not give off SST Limited, SS Private Limited. A small company can never be a public company. Name plays a huge role. You need to watch the names also. Names are important. Because what is the definition of small company? A company other than public company. So public company can never be a small company. So, clear? Okay. Let's catch up tomorrow again. See you all. Bye-bye.